Okay, in this video, we're going to be reviewing this bike bag. It's made to fit on your back rack on the back side of your bike on your rear wheel. So let's open the package up and see what we have here. And be real careful if you're using a razor knife or something like that, that you don't cut the bag material, because it is fabric. It's not it's not hard side or whatever, but you can see it has these really nice orange trim pieces on it, and I really like that. It seems like it just adds a little distinction to the bag. The overall size of the bag is not real large, and that's fine. I don't really like something real large and bulky on the back of my bike, but you can see it has quite a bit of storage in the back. I mean, in the bottom of it there, and it has a nice sort of a mesh, that's mesh, pocket in the lid of it there. And looks to me like there's a zippered pocket in the top there too. And then it has this little carry handle here, and it has a little, I don't know what that's just a little hook there and a hook here where you can maybe secure it. And the front part here, these are Velcro straps, which what you would do, and I'll demonstrate it on the bike later, but you just hook this on your rack, and this would be the front, and then this is the rear. And then you have these side straps here, which would you pull out and then you strap it to your base of your rack there, and loop it through this little connector here. It has a zippered pocket on the side here, and it has another one on this side here. So it has a lot of storage, real functional as far as storage is concerned. This doesn't have, a lot of these bags have like a little water bottle holder in the back here. This one doesn't have that, but that's fine. It doesn't have to have it. And then here you have a strap. I don't know, I guess you would use that maybe to carry it with or something, or extra, secure it extra or whatever. In the one side here, they have a little mesh pocket, if you can see that. The other side doesn't have one, but this side does. And the zippers are real smooth. They work real well. They don't seem to snag. And the bag is not hard side. It's a soft side and soft bottom. So it does fold up. But eventually, when you get this thing mounted and on the bike and some stuff in it, it'll probably settle on out. But it looks pretty good. The sides aren't squished down or anything. It's a little bit squishy here for right now, but that's because it's been folded up like that. But eventually, you can see you can kind of pull it out, and it does start to form a little bit better. So, but overall, so far the bag looks pretty good. Like I said, it's not real large. But if you don't like a lot of bulk on the back of your bike like me, I don't really want a real big, huge bag back there. I just want something large enough to be able to hold like a chain, a lock, maybe a spare inner tube, and air pump and such as that. Normal stuff, a few bike tools and all that, and that'll be fine for that purpose. It's not for clothes and not for a lot of bulk storage. It's just for smaller items. So we'll get it installed on the bike and check it out, see how it looks. Okay, so here's the bike rack I'm going to be putting the bike bag on, and you'll notice it fits fairly well. I mean, it's not quite as wide as the rack. It's about this much room on both sides, but there again, like I said, I don't really like a really wide bag on here. So first thing is, let's take these, we're going to take the front loops loose here, and we'll hook those around the very front of the rack here. Run them back under the bar. And let's get this other one in here first before I hook them up. And then we'll hook them back into the little Velcro pieces there on the front of the bike bag. And then here we'll take these side pieces and we'll run them under the bar here on the sides. And then run them back through your little loop at the top there. And then kind of pull it on down a little bit. The same with this one. We'll take this out, run it under our bar there, run it back through the loop, and then tighten it down somewhat. You don't want to get it real tight because it'll just pull this side down like that, and you don't want to do that. And let's go ahead and we'll zip this thing up and just kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And like I said, it's still kind of folded at the top, but that'll all come out once you get it. Once you get it kind of on the bike and secure. Let's see what kind of stuff we can put in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we can fit in here. Go ahead and zip the bag, and you don't necessarily put. Everybody doesn't necessarily put all this stuff in their bag. This is what I carry when I ride because I ride it quite a bit. I have a spare tube. You don't have to have that. It takes up quite a bit of space, but there again, I just like to carry a spare. These are some sunglasses, little sunglass case. Put that in there. I have this is a patch kit. It has all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna put it in this little top mesh part here. See how well it fits in there. Yeah, it fits just fine. You can see it there, it's in the top. And I have a spare, or not a spare, but this is a little small air pump. Put that in there. And this is a multi-tool. Put that in there. And then I have a bike lock, cable lock. And you'll notice, I'll show you real quick. You can see how everything fits down in there very neatly and still have plenty of room. Like I said, that tube takes up a lot of space, but I like to carry a spare one because I can tell you right now, I've had flats out on the trail and had to replace the tube just because it, maybe not being able to patch it or whatever the case may be. So, but you can see everything fits down in the bag very well. The bag is not puffed out real large. It does expand somewhat to be able to put a little extra stuff in there, but you got plenty of room for your gear in there. Overall, a pretty neat little bag. Like I said, I like the orange trim pieces on there, but just kind of adds a little flair to it, a little distinction. Carry handle, such. Very easy to take on and off. So, really nice bag for your rear rack on your bike.